Hello, my name is Samuel Allotey. I'm a product designer. I'm part of the Design Junkies.
What inspired you to pursue a career in design?
What inspired me? So I think it was just about, there wasn't any hard thing that inspired me. It was just a form of me transitioning to it. So I used to be a web designer, building websites, and then the opportunity just presented itself, so I switched into UX.
What's your ultimate career goal in design, and how do you plan to achieve it?
My ultimate career goal, I want to stop designing.
Why they talk? Why they talk? Hey! Hold on, why they talk?
I want to stop designing. No, but hear me out. So the reason why I'm saying I want to stop designing is because I want to do more of more high level stuff, like management stuff, where I can lead teams and sort of build products. Not necessarily have to do the day-to-day UI execution. Yeah, so that's my ultimate goal. I think I'm kind of doing that already, but I'm not really where I want to be yet. So yeah.
We'll get there. So, what are some of your hobbies or interests outside?
My interests, I used to like gaming. Well, I still like gaming, but I don't do it as often.
Because then they score you.
Hey, it was a long time ago. Like 8 years now. Hey, high school days, 8 years, 8 years now. 8 years. Was. So I mean, I think when I have free time, I usually like to go to the cinema to go watch MCU movies, no other movies, just MCU movies.
Why?
Any other movie, I go bed. So if I watch any other movie, I'll sleep. So yeah, it's MCU.
Oh, okay. And how do you balance your personal life?
So this is an interesting question. I think now I don't necessarily like putting in a deliberate effort to balance it. I've kind of, where I am now, it feels natural for me to do whatever I need to do without feeling like I have to work outside of work hours when I'm not being paid or anything. I think it boils down to communication and just doing my work on time. Yeah, that's really what I need to, that's usually what I do.
I mean, right now you have like a system in place.
Yeah. So I mean, right now where I am, it's calm. So I can just do the work anywhere I am because it's remote work. Yeah. I can do it at any time. The most important thing is that I meet the deadlines and I'm good.
No, okay.
What's the most interesting design project you've worked on?
The most interesting design project, I think it would probably be like a government project I worked on a couple of years ago. Not necessarily like the full app itself, but like there was this bit about tax, which was very complicated. So it had involved me and the other stakeholders meeting with the various people from GRE to understand like the tax processes and how taxing in Ghana works, to be able to build that whole taxing flow into the app so anybody can use the app to file taxes at the comfort of their home. Yeah, that's the most interesting, not necessarily challenging, but the most interesting one.
Is it out?
Sorry?
Is it out?
Yes, it's the Ghana.gov mobile app.
Okay.
And speaking of challenging projects, what's the most challenging project you've worked on?
Challenging projects. So I think it has to be a design system for a certain large company. I won't mention the name. It's a global company. So it's challenging because, I mean, I've built design systems in the past, but this is different because the company sort of did not have a design team. So they already had design system in place in their code. So this was me trying to sort of work my way back, retrofit and look at what they have in the code and rebuild it in Figma. So I think that's what's most challenging because it's taking a lot of time.
Interesting. What advice would you give to someone starting out in design?
Like a very wise man once said,
Who be the wise man?
give up.
Give up.
Eh?
Give up.
Advice out my youth.
Don't bother yourself. Give up.
Give up.
Give up.
No.
Don't bother yourself.
Give up. That's my answer. Just give up. Give up, because Charlie, if you're stressed, just give up. And go fish or go do farming or something.
You go cash out.
But yeah, for real. So I think it's really about you being consistent, like Reagan said. And yeah, Takashi, I read in Ibre Bonnie. Just once you're interested in it, just go for it. The thing they hard, that's why I say give up. No. So if you say it's hard and you don't want to continue again, give up. It just means that that is not your interest. Don't bother yourself. But if you are really interested in it, just keep at it. You go work out.
Interesting. If you could have any designer living on dead, who would it be and why?
So mine won't be a designer necessarily. Mine be Steve Jobs. I think he was the main reason why I got into tech in the first place. And I'm a car say it won't be a designer. You can't tell me what to do. So yeah, mine will be Steve Jobs. Mainly because and maybe Johnny Ive, the person who has been designing Apple's products. Yeah, because I really want to understand like his thinking and what goes through his mind when he's putting together all these designs.
Okay. What's one design trend you hate? I mean, you can't stand the one that you love.
Okay, maybe I start with the one that I like. So the one that I like, I think localization, apps that personalize people's experiences and also localize things to people's context instead of designing one generic app for people to use. Those are the things I like because it makes the user feel more attached to whatever it is they are using. The one that I know they like, I mean, beyond these things they see on social media, the stuff with the stealing and everything. Like, boss, this thing they do, if somebody do already, you go copy. Don't come and say that, oh, this person is doing this layout or something, so they copied you. Be grateful. I think it's about perspective. Be grateful that the person has saw your design and picked inspiration from it. And also, those who just see a design trend and jump on it. So when Web3 came, people were just jumping on Web3, designing dark mode things, put some bright colors here, there, and they feel like they've done some Web3 things. That I did not really get because I felt like there was something deeper to it, maybe on the UX side that people were not thinking about. So those are the things I don't like too much.
Then I can't talk to the Web3 dark elements, and I don't know who brought it up. Like, it's
yeah.
I mean, you can use it like.
Yeah, because what really shows that is we are designing for Web3 aside the colors, and most of them to be landing pages.
Yeah,
so
it was mainly like.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Anyway, so how do you stay motivated and inspired?
How do I stay motivated and inspired? I mean, I think everything ties back to money. Yeah, I mean, the truth is everything ties back to money. But I think for me, it's because I want to be in a position to be able to help anybody at any time. Yeah, I think one thing that's really changed my mindset was because I wanted to be in that position where if at least my family members needed help, I could be in that position to help without having to calculate 1 + 1, 2 + 2, Charlie. This money for G, this money will come from here. No, I think that's what. So it goes back to money, but really deep down, I think being in a position to help people.
If you weren't a designer, what other career would you choose and why?
What other career? I think it will probably be in something in the entertainment industry. Yeah, maybe like a video editor or a video director, or maybe something that has to do with like artist management. Yeah, I think I enjoy managing, and I enjoy the whole process of putting things together to make things happen, and the whole business side of things. And I happen to like the entertainment industry a lot. I used to have a blog self when I was in high school.
Blink Media.
Blink Media GH. So yeah, I think it also kind of connects to what I mentioned earlier about liking to help people. That was what made me wanted to start the blog. That was what made me want to start the blog. Because, Charlie, I do. So, yeah, I realized there were a lot of people on campus who were doing music, but then did not have that wider reach. It was just on campus. So I felt the blog was going to be like another way to get a new audience. And I think we were right. So probably something in the entertainment field. Yeah.
Well, enjoyment and health. What's one thing that your followers may be surprised to learn about you?
One thing my followers?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing people might be surprised to learn about me. Again, it depends on who you speak to. But I'm actually a very quiet person. Like, I like to be alone. I enjoy my space a lot. I don't want to talk something else, but to go take the agenda. I mean,
Please talk.
Yeah, I mean, when people come into my world, it's sometimes the impression it gets about me. Because I mean, anybody who knows me, I like this whole branding thing, messing with people's perspectives. Hey, what are they talking? Yeah, I do know. Messing with people's views on things. So the brand I put out there, if it gets closer to me, realize it's very different. Some people who are not very close to me may think I'm very strict. I am very strict. Well, not very strict. I am that, but when you get to know me, realize I'm actually a calm guy. I don't take things too seriously. So yeah, that's the major thing.
Interesting. Do you have any last?
Shout out to my fans. Please stream my music. My new album is coming out 21st June.
On today's episode,
Don't try this at home. Go and buy some. Don't just see it. My hands on the shake.
See, you chop shit on the one my whole life. Only fear.
If your project came late, I'm not going to prioritize yours, but someone came later on. Grow up, boy. Where you up? Maybe texting this. Wait. No, what? What's no. Do you agree?